Hello friends, myself is Professor Swarna Patil from HGBIT Belagavi. Today we are going to study about the transistor characteristics, input and the output characteristics of the transistor. So this is the aim of the experiment, that is to draw the input and the output characteristic of the given NPN transistor and hence to determine alpha and beta. So here first we will see what do you mean by the transistor. So this is a transistor which is having the three terminals. Those are nothing but base, emitter, base and collector. These are the three terminals of the transistor. This is emitter, this is middle one is base and this end is a collector. So here we are going to find out the input and the output characteristics of the transistor. So this is the circuit diagram to determine the characteristics of the transistor. In this symbol is for the transistor, that is emitter, base and collector. And then this is IB, that is a micrometer which reads input current. This is input base current, this is collector current, and this is VBE which reads the base emitter voltage, VCE which reads collector emitter voltage. And these are the two resistances, input resistance and the output resistance. These are the two variable batteries. So this is about the circuit diagram. Then this is the nature of graph. For the input characteristics, we are plotting the graph of base current versus the emitter base voltage. Okay. And for the output characteristics, we are plotting the graph of collector current versus collector emitter voltage. So these are the two graphs. One is for input characteristic, another one is for the output characteristics. Then the formulae which we are going to use are nothing but input resistance is equal to 1 by slope. This slope we are going to find out by using this graph. Then the amplification factor beta is equal to IC2 minus IC1 by IB2 minus IB1. These values we are going to get from the second graph. Then alpha is equal to beta upon 1 plus beta. So these are the calculation part which we are going to do. So first we are going to see about the tabular column. For input characteristics, the VCE voltage should be kept constant, and then we are going to vary the VBE, that is base emitter voltage, and corresponding change in the base current we are going to note down. In the output characteristics, we are going to keep IB, that is a base current, constant, and we are going to vary the VCE voltage, and corresponding change in the collector current we are going to note down. So here we are going to keep for the two currents IB1 and IB2, and corresponding change in the collector current will be noted. So this is about the observation. Then we are going to see about the connections. So this is the apparatus, that is a transistor characteristic apparatus, which consists of the microammeter, then milliammeter and the voltmeter. This voltmeter which reads VBE, that is base emitter voltage, and also the collector emitter voltage. This milliammeter which reads the collector current, and microammeter reads the base current. And these are the two variable batteries. And here we are putting the transistor which is having the three terminals, collector, base and emitter. So first we are going to see how to do the connections. These two ends must be connected. All these four ends should be connected in this manner. Okay, because there is a gap, so it will be connected by using the wire. Then next we are going to connect a microammeter, that is positive of this microammeter should be connected to the positive of this microammeter, which is written here positive. This negative should be connected to this negative. Then milliammeter negative should be connected to this negative milliammeter, and then positive terminal of this is connected to this positive. Positive to positive, negative to negative. Then for the voltmeter, negative can be connected to any of these points which are at the ground, and then positive should be variable, because we are using the voltmeter for both VBE as well as VCE. When we want the value of VCE, we have to put here. When we want the value of VBE, we have to put the positive terminal of the voltmeter here. So first part, to find out the input characteristics, first we have to keep VCE constant. To keep VCE constant, we have to put this positive terminal of the voltmeter in this terminal. Then first we have to keep VCE constant. Before starting the experiment, all the knobs should be at the minimum position. Then here we have to keep VCE constant by rotating this knob, and that 2 volt will be seen here. So after keeping 2 volt constant VCE, then we have to go for VBE. If we want VBE, we have to remove this terminal and we have to put in the positive of VBE. Now whatever the voltage is reading on the voltmeter will be VBE. The next is we have to change the value of IB by using this knob. So we are varying VBE and corresponding IB we have to note down. So when we are putting this positive terminal to this VBE, whatever the value is reading on the voltmeter will be VBE, and corresponding IB will be noted from the microammeter. So at the starting, when we increase it from 0, 0.1, 0.1, it will be 0. For 0.2 also it will be 0. For 0.3, 0. Then for 0.4 it is changing, means it is crossing the breakdown. And for 0.5 again it is changing. So here we have to take the values of current as well as the voltage by changing the voltage from 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5 up to 0.6, maximum 0.7. So by changing VBE, change in the base current, that is IB, should be noted. So this is for the input characteristics. For the output characteristics, same connections will be there. Again we have to make all the knobs at the minimum position. Here exactly opposite we have to do. Here we have to keep this current IB constant and we have to vary VCE, and corresponding IC we have to note down. So in order to keep IB constant, the positive should be in VBE, and then we have to increase the current up to 50 microampere. That is for the first set of readings. By keeping IB constant, that is 50 microampere, and then we have to remove this, we have to keep here. Then we should not change the IB, we have to change VCE. Now if we are keeping here, means it is reading VCE, and corresponding IC we have to note down. Then we have to use this knob to change the voltage from the values of 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, and corresponding value of the milliammeter we have to note down. So this is the procedure to find out the readings for the input as well as the output characteristics. So here we can see the readings for VBE and IB. For one VCE, that is 2 volt, these are the set of the readings we'll get. And for output characteristics, by keeping 50 microampere and then changing VCE, corresponding IC you have to note down. And for the second set, the same procedure should be repeated by keeping IB is equal to 100 microampere. Again by changing VCE, corresponding IC must be noted. So these are the set of the readings which are required to find out the input and the output characteristics of the transistor. Then we have to plot the graph, that is IB versus VBE. Then you will get a curve. Then in the linear part you have to find out the slope. Its reciprocal will be your resistance, input resistance. For output we have to plot the graph, that is collector current versus collector emitter voltage. The two sets of readings, so the two curves we will get. Okay, after some time it will remain constant. So the curve will be like this. Then we have to find out IB1, IB2, IC1, IC2. And then we have to substitute in the formula for input resistance from the first graph curve. It will be reciprocal of the slope, that will give you the input resistance. And for beta, that is amplification factor, it is the ratio of IC2 minus IC1 by IB2 minus IB1, which these values we will get from the second graph, that is from the output characteristics. So the value of the beta will be approximately equal to 180. So this is about the beta. Then alpha will be equal to beta upon 1 plus beta. By substituting the values of beta, you will get the value of alpha. So this completes the experiment of transistor characteristics. So we have found input as well as the output characteristics of the transistor.